Given the existence as uttered forth in the public works of Pancha and Watman, of a personal God, qua, with white beard, qua, outside time, without extension, who from the heights of divine apathia, divine aphambia, divine aphrasia, loves us dearly, with some exceptions, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, and suffers like the divine Miranda, with those who, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, are plunged in torment, plunged in fire, whose fire flames if that continues, and who can doubt it, will fire the firmament, that is to say, blast hell to heaven, so blue, still, and calm, so calm, with a calm which even though intermittent is better than nothing, but not so fast, and considering what is more, that as a result of the labours left unfinished, crowned by the Academy of Anthropometry, of Essie and Posse, of Testru and Cunard, it is established beyond all doubt, all other doubt, than that which clings to the labours of men, that as a result of the labours unfinished of Testru and Cunard, it is established as here and ever after, but not so fast, for reasons unknown, that as a result of public works of Pancha and Watman, it is established beyond all doubt that in view of the labours of Fartov and Belcher, left unfinished for reasons unknown, of Testru and Cunard, left unfinished, it is established, what many deny, that man in Posse of Testru and Cunard, that man in Essie, that man in short, that man in brief, in spite of the strides of alimentation, of defecation, is seen to waste and pine, and concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the strides of physical culture, the practice of sports, such as tennis, football, running, cycling, swimming, flying, floating, riding, gliding, canoeing, komoji, skating, tennis, of all kinds, dying, flying, sports, of all sorts, autumn, summer, winter tennis, of all kinds, hockey, of all sorts, penicillin and succedanea, in a word, I resume, and concurrently, simultaneously, for reasons unknown, to shrink and dwindle. In spite of the tennis, I resume flying, gliding, golf, over 9 and 18 holes, tennis of all sorts, in a word, for reasons unknown, in Feckham, Peckham, Fulham, Clapham, namely, concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, to shrink and dwindle, I resume, Fulham, Clapham, in a word, the dead loss, per caput, since the death of Bishop Berkeley, being to the tune of 1 inch 4 ounce per caput, approximately. by and large, more or less, to the nearest decimal, good measure, round figures, stark naked, in the stockinged feet, in Connemara, in a word, for reasons unknown. No matter what, matter the facts are there, and considering what is more, grave that in the light of labours lost, of Steenweg, of Peterman, it appears what is more, much more grave, that in the light of labours lost, of Steenweg and Peterman, that in the plains, in the mountains, by the seas, by the rivers, running water, running fire, the air is the same, and then the earth, namely the air, and then the earth, in the great cold, the great dark, the air, and the earth abode of stones, in the great cold. Alas, alas, in the year of their Lord, 600 and something, the air, the earth, the sea, the earth, abode of stones, in the great deeps, the great cold, and sea, on land, and in the air, I resume, for reasons unknown, in spite of the tennis. The facts are there, but time will tell. I resume, alas, alas, on, in the short, in fine, on, abode of stones. Who can doubt it? I resume, but not so fast. I resume the skull to shrink and waste, and concurrently, simultaneously. What is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the tennis, on, the beard, the flames, the tears, the stone so blue, so calm. Alas, alas, on the skull, the skull, in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the labours abandoned, left unfinished, graver, still, abode of stones. In a word, I resume. Alas, alas, abandoned, unfinished, the skull, in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the skull. Alas, the stones. Cannot, tennis, the stones. So calm. Cannot.